Triumph struck a gold mine with the launch of the Speed 400 and Scrambler 400X in its 2024 lineup. These lightweight singles proved to be a masterstroke for the British brand, propelling it to record-breaking global sales and rejuvenating its presence in both established and emerging markets. With such a phenomenal reception, it was only natural that Triumph would expand its small-capacity portfolio. The next chapter in that story is here, the 2026 Scrambler 400XC. To truly appreciate the impact of the 398cc single-cylinder platform, one only needs to glance at the numbers. In 2024, Triumph achieved what had once seemed impossible, selling over 100,000 motorcycles in a single year for the first time in its 122-year history. But the milestone wasn't merely crossed, it was obliterated. The company delivered 134,636 bikes worldwide, representing a 64% surge compared to 84,985 units in 2023, and more than double its sales from just 5 years earlier. Of these, nearly 30,000 bikes were sold in India alone, where the 400s quickly rose to become Triumph's best-selling models globally, including in the brand's home market of the United Kingdom. The 400 series, engineered in partnership with Bajaj Auto and manufactured in India, has proven to be a revolutionary move for Triumph. It bridged the gap between affordability and premium craftsmanship, allowing new riders to experience the brand's heritage without the intimidation of larger machines. To call the 400 lineup a game-changer for Triumph would be underselling its influence. It has reshaped Triumph's global strategy, reinvigorated its image, and expanded its customer base in ways the company hasn't seen in decades. The secret to this success lies in perfect timing and a deep understanding of the evolving motorcycle market. The lightweight 400s appeal to two key groups: seasoned riders in mature markets, who are increasingly turning away from heavy, high-powered adventure bikes in favor of something more manageable, and a new generation of younger, upwardly mobile riders in markets like India, eager to step into the world of premium motorcycling. Hints of Triumph's next move emerged earlier in February, when spy photos surfaced from Spain showing two intriguing test bikes, a more off-road focused version of the Scrambler 400X, and a sportier, half-fared derivative of the Speed 400. Fast forward to today, and the first of those prototypes has now become a production reality, the Triumph Scrambler 400XC, officially unveiled and ready to carry the torch of Triumph's small-capacity revolution even further. Just like the original Speed 400 and Scrambler 400X, the Scrambler 400XC made its debut in India before its global rollout, a clear sign of how central that market has become to Triumph's strategy. The XC has been available to Indian riders since May 2025, but now, enthusiasts in the United States can finally get a taste of Triumph's latest take on the small-capacity Scrambler concept. At first glance, the XC might look like a close sibling of the existing Scrambler 400X, and that's largely true. The two share the same 398cc single-cylinder engine and chassis architecture. However, Triumph has introduced a series of cosmetic and equipment upgrades that lend the XC a distinct identity and a stronger off-road aesthetic. Leading the list of updates are aluminum-rimmed Excel wheels with side-lace spokes, allowing the use of tubeless tires, a notable improvement over the X model's cast alloy wheels. This change gives the bike a more rugged, adventure-ready look, though Triumph has retained the same wheel sizes, a 19-inch front and 17-inch rear, so the chassis geometry remains unchanged. Suspension duties continue to be handled by the familiar 43mm upside-down fork and rear monoshock, both offering 5.9 inches of travel. As a result, the XC isn't designed to be a hardcore off-roader. Instead, it's focused on delivering that classic Scrambler vibe with just enough substance to handle light trails. The XC's upgrades are as much about visual appeal as they are about functionality. A high-mounted front fender, borrowed from Triumph's accessories catalog, is now standard equipment, as is a color-matched front cowl that replaces the optional transparent screen available on the Scrambler 400X beneath the engine. A bash plate has also been fitted as standard, offering both protection and purpose-built styling. To complete its transformation, Triumph has introduced a selection of new retro-inspired color schemes that channel the spirit of the 1970s. The standout option is a striking yellow and black block design, prominently featured in Triumph's promotional materials, an eye-catching combination that some might say carries a hint of Yamaha flair. Riders looking for something more understated can choose from white and black or a storm gray finish accented with bold red graphics, each emphasizing the bike's neoclassic personality in a slightly different way. Beneath the refreshed look, the XC remains mechanically identical to the Scrambler 400X. It delivers the same power and torque output, retains the same dimensions and chassis setup, and promises the same balanced performance both on and off the road. The only notable difference is a modest 15-pound weight increase, bringing the XC's wet weight to 419 pounds due to the added accessories and wheel setup. That extra style and equipment come at a slight premium. In the US market, the Scrambler 400XC is priced at $6,695, around $800 more than the standard Scrambler 400X, which retails for $5,895. For riders who value distinctive styling, vintage-inspired details, and the versatility of tubeless wheels, that difference will likely feel like a small price to pay for the most charismatic member of Triumph's 400cc family.